Berea High School welcomed USA Network and The Moth, a renowned nonprofit storytelling organization for the Characters Unite National Tour. Their goal is to use the power of storytelling to foster greater tolerance and acceptance and encourage a more productive dialogue. Meghan Markle, star of USA Network Suits, was on hand to tell her story.
Today's program is part of USA's Characters Unite campaign, which is all about fighting hate, prejudice, and discrimination. The network created this incredible storytelling tour all around the country and teamed up with the amazing nonprofit The Moth in an effort to get communities and to get people, students just like you, to talk about the issues that are affecting them: bullying, religious intolerance, bigotry, whatever it may be.
You know, Characters Unite is based on the premise that life is richer when we see beyond stereotypes and accept each other and embrace each other for who we are. And after all, that's what makes up America, the characters that live here. We're all different, we all have something to give.
These aren't pieces that someone memorized and someone else wrote. These are true stories, first person, told on stage from the heart. No notes, no one's reading anything. There's no dirty tricks, there's no do-overs. They're just gonna get up in front of you and open up their hearts to you.
10 students from Berea High were chosen to tell their personal stories. The students went through a week-long workshop with The Moth to learn how to express themselves and become better storytellers.
Well, all this week we've been learning how to express the stories of our lives, that we tell it from the heart. And today we presented it, and it was an amazing experience how to stay here on stage and share our stories of our lives and the experience that we had in our past to everybody else, and it was a really amazing experience for me.
We all wrote an essay to try to get in the Moth program, and from our stories, how to actually tell it, how to throw in specific details, how to put it all together in a nice unison, tight-knit form, a way that attracts people's attention and keep their attention.
It was awesome. Like I loved it. That's something that I want to do. I want to talk in front of people. I want to work in communications and all this type of stuff. And I just loved it. It was a personal, fantastic idea for me. I loved it completely.
Characters Unite culminated with the selected students telling their stories on stage in front of the student body.
I used to wonder what everybody thought about me, what everybody used to say. I used to wonder if I'm dressing the part, am I walking right, am I talking right, am I meeting their expectations? Now to 6th grade, I was like the ugly duckling. We were just always this group of broads that were so pretty. And every time you brought up their name, everybody's face just glued. Like, they were the stuff. And I want to be just like them. So I started bullying kids with them. I was like the little personal servant. Whenever they wanted something, I would go get it. Whenever they needed it, I had it. And I started dressing just horribly. Like, I started wearing tight clothes, tight pants, tight shirts. I was making a fool of myself. And the sad part is that they didn't even remember my name. It was always, hey girl, come here. Hey, come here. They never remembered it. And it was just degrading all around.
I have a dream to go to college and major in criminal investigation. But I have a problem. I'm Mayan, and there's a tradition that I should follow, but I don't. My mom, she is a faithful Mayan, and she takes a lot of pride in it. And I understand that and respect that. And one day, at age 15, she sat me down across the living room. She was like, so, what do you think about getting married? And I was like, whoa, like, I was blown totally off guard. She was like, there's 4 marriage proposals. And I was like, I don't even know them, and no.
I was 14 years old, and my mother came to me and said, you have 4 marriage proposals. I would have taken all of them. I was a weird-looking 14-year-old.
When I was 10 years old, my little sister was 5 and my brother was 12. My grandmother delivered us to a man who was a complete stranger to us. We didn't know who he was. We were only told that he was going to bring us to our parents, who for more than 4 years had been living here in South Carolina in search of a better life for us.
But finally, I decided to take control. I stood up and I said, no more hitting and pushing. At that day was the last day of letting this student bully me.
I also learned about one belief.
that the energies and the negativity that you throw out affects people a lot more than you can possibly think. So I dedicate myself to only sending out positive energy, making sure everyone's okay, because I know how it feels like when negative energy is thrown at you and it's unbearable.
I can't fail. I can't fail, not because use of me and because if I fail, my life will go down, but because if I fail, other people that ever have dreams, other people that believe, they will stop believing. So I looked at him and then I told him this. And I know it's cool that today we have the cameras and stuff and like classes and it's cool, but you just think about, each one of y'all think about this. When you want something and when you really want it, not just, oh, I kind of want to, but nah. When you really want something, when that's the desire that you have, you go and get it and don't let no one ever stop you. Thank you.